Hello, my name is Ben Bradford, and this is my persuasive speech. Today's topic will be the benefits of fire-based EMS versus private EMS. But first, I'd like to thank my audience for coming today. You can step over here, gentlemen, so the camera can see you. We appreciate you coming. Looks like Matt's all ready for the snowstorm that's coming today. Thank you very much. So imagine a medical emergency that's happening to you or a loved one. What type of response would you want? Would you want a swift response? You want personnel that are able to handle any type of emergency that you're experiencing. You would want a patient care experience where you are with the same patient care provider from your initial contact with that patient all the way to the hospital. You would want the personnel that are caring for you to be experienced and qualified, and you would want the amount of time it takes for them to get you from the point of your emergency to the emergency care in the emergency room. Fire-based EMS can provide this. They are the best choice for this service. Private EMS cannot provide all of these services as well as fire-based EMS can. So fire-based EMS is the best choice if you would like all of these qualities and a response for your medical emergency that affects you or a loved one. For starters, response times is a major issue with medical emergencies. Minimizing time is crucial. Time can really determine the patient outcome, especially on priority calls. For example, if a patient is experiencing cardiac arrest, the longer that patient remains without care, the less likely that patient is going to be resuscitated successfully. The sooner the paramedics are able to arrive and begin resuscitative efforts, the better chances that patient has of surviving and having a good quality of life after the cardiac arrest. Prolonged response times also affects the outcome of stroke patients and other types of calls. Fire-based EMS has much lower response time and can help reduce the chance of death and permanent disability from cardiac arrest or stroke. There are several ways that fire departments are able to respond quicker than the private EMS companies. For starters, fire departments are already located strategically throughout a community. They're designed to be able to access the main body of the population of the community quickly and effectively, and they're already responding to emergencies on a regular basis for fire and hazardous materials emergencies. It's an easy transition for them to provide fire-based EMS rather than contracting with a private company to provide the services. In addition, the fixed location allows dispatchers to know exactly where the trucks are going to be. They're always at the fire station. They have a good idea of where they can go and what district they can respond to. This allows for the rapid response. Private EMS companies have a little bit of a different mindset on how they stage their vehicles. They do not have fixed stations generally. In Oakland County, it's very common for the ambulance companies to park their vehicles in parking lots throughout the county or the service area where they're providing emergency medical services. This is not a fixed location and it is not set in stone, so the dispatchers do not always know exactly where their crews are, and it does not guarantee prompt response. Ambulances may be elsewhere, and there may be some confusion about where the ambulances actually are. In addition to having fixed locations throughout the townships and communities they serve, fire departments are already set up with 911 dispatch. This is used on a regular basis to provide prompt response to fire and other emergencies. It's already designed for rapid deployment, and it already does that effectively for fire runs. Dispatch is directly connected to the fire department, which is an excellent benefit. A resident calls 911 for emergency. They speak directly with the dispatcher, who is connected directly to the fire department and is able to dispatch the appropriate units to help mitigate the emergency. A private EMS company is not connected directly to the 911 dispatcher. The 911 dispatcher will have to patch the call through to the private EMS company and relay the information. This relay of information can cause a delay in patient care and a delay in getting units dispatched to a medical emergency. This delay is not what we need to have when a patient is experiencing a medical emergency. We need to focus on minimizing response times, and the fire department is able to do that. In addition to having a decreased response time, the fire department can handle a variety of emergencies. A typical response of a private EMS company, they respond with 2 personnel on an ambulance. This is a very limited response. The fire service tends to respond with 4 people to care for the patients, and they have many more that they can call as necessary. Handling a patient with just two people can be very difficult. If your patient is large or obese, it is not practical to handle moving the patient if they're not able to ambulate with just two people. This is dangerous for both the EMS providers and the patient. In addition, priority calls such as a cardiac arrest are going to require much more than just two personnel to effectively care for the patient and quickly handle all of the medical treatments that need to be given. In addition, private EMS ambulances only carry medical equipment. They are lacking a variety of tools that could be needed. For example, forcible entry tools are not present on ambulances with the private EMS companies. Extrication tools are absent. This leads to the private ambulance companies to rely on the fire department. If they're already relying on the fire department, why don't we just have the fire department handle patient care from start to finish?